beginner's tips and tricks video. You're probably going to want to go to the terminal, not hit the wall like me, and you're going to walk up to the terminal, you're going to hit arena in the top left, then you're going to hit private match, then you're going to put yourself on a team and hit start. Easy. Couldn't be better. So I think first off we're going to work on movement. So these are your thrusters. You got a left thruster and a right thruster. You have one on each hand. I think they're the B and A buttons respectively. If you use only one thruster, you go to 2 meters per second. If you use both, it brings you to 4. You see that? So 4 meters per second is the fastest you can go with just your thrusters. You also have something called your boost. It's your back thruster. So you click in on the left stick and you have 2 of them. It's kind of hard to explain how the cooldown works, but you have 2 boosts. Okay? If you get to 4 meters per second with your thrusters and then you use your boost, you'll go to 5. Something that's very important to learn is how to slap geometry like this. So you basically hold grip before you hit the geometry, and you let go on the same frame you hit it, and you should just slap off of it. And the goal is to get max speed. The max speed off of geometry is 4.0 meters per second. You can see what I'm doing here. If you slap geometry, right, you go 4 meters per second if you do it properly. It takes a while to learn, admittedly. But what you want to do is slap off geometry to get to 4, and then immediately boost with your left click thruster to get to 5. That is the fastest you can go without using another player. You can transition, you can use the slaps that you learned on discs, on players, everything. Another thing that's very important in VR is the physical component. You can see me jumping around like an idiot right here. This is just an example, of course, but this is very important. Ducking, jumping. ESL uses a 4 foot by 4 foot play space, and I would use the entire 4 feet by 4 feet if possible. This is the Catapult. So you can grab where the hands are shown, you can grab in between the hands. You just need to grab the ring with one hand, anywhere on it, whatever's natural to you. And then with your other hand, you hit the button right there that says launch. Then the catapult will go at 6 meters per second, and if you don't let go of it, it'll force you to let go at the end of the tunnel. However, remember what we said about, getting max speed off of geometry. You'll get 4 meters per second. So if the catapult is moving at 4 meters or 6 meters per second, you'll get 10 if you do it right. Your objective on the catapult, if you're launching first, is to pull through as straight as possible. You're trying to help your team. If you pull through straight and you pull through your teammates, then re-grabbing is easier, and re-grabbing we'll touch on later. But yeah, get 10 meters per second and pull straight off the catapult. We got to touch on shooting. So this is how I shoot. This is my philosophy, really quick. So it's like a push technique. It's a philosophy. So if you take the disc and you push it like that, you're very accurate. It's slow, admittedly, but it's incredibly accurate because almost 100% of your entire shot, there's no point where you can let go of the grip where the disc won't be accurate. So that push philosophy, you want to incorporate that into every shot. You want to emphasize that linear motion where the disc is always going towards the goal, and you want to try to let go during that linear motion where it's accurate. Obviously, it takes a lot of practice. People throw sidearm, people throw overhand. The most ideal shot to take in Echo Arena is a shot where your linear motion is going directly towards the goal, and your shot is with that linear motion, like this. That means that your linear motion will make the disc go faster if you throw along that vector of movement. Another very important thing to learn is how to throw non-linearly. So if you're throwing sideways, if you're floating sideways, you need to throw with, because you're going to be shooting like this a lot. When you're under pressure, you're not going to be able to align yourself and shoot. So you've got to learn how to shoot while the goal is moving like that. I know that it helps people sort of grasp how to do it. Imagine when you're moving sideways, just imagine you're not moving. The goal is moving. It's like a moving target. And you're trying to aim the disc in front of where it's moving so that by the time the disc gets there, the goal will have gotten there, if you know what I mean. Now this is a pub match I played today. I just wanted to show re-grabbing. That was the whole purpose of this. But this is a good excerpt on how the catapult works. So you saw the re-grabbing there. The disc comes. I fly at it. I never lost my speed. And that's a sideways momentum shot half court pretty much. I just thought it was a good example to show. And you know, genuinely, sometimes people are just gonna hate. There's not much you can do there. They're just gonna always hate, you know. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna replay that one more time, just to, you know, emphasize what's happening. So I'm going first. They're all on my back. They're pulling through, and I don't go with them, so you can see how they're regrabbing. You see how they pull through each other and get a lot of speed. I never grab geometry. I never stop because I just assume we're gonna win, and it's risky, but it worked out because I got that 3-pointer, right? Anyways, this next play that's gonna come up is a good example of how to boost. So the person in front always comes back to the person behind. So I throw the disc, and he comes to me and grabs me. He's not gonna slow down and let me grab him because that's slower. Like, if you think about it, it's always slower for the person in front to slow down. He should turn around and grab you so you can just automatically start regrabbing, just like that. And this was just a random pub player who knew how to regrab. Like, you don't need to have a team. You don't need to. It's very simple, to be honest. It's just you need to know the like the concepts of how to do it properly. So yeah, the person in front will turn around and grab you, and then that's pretty much it. So another important thing, when you're regrabbing, if you're holding out your arms and waiting, your job is just as important if you're on the person's back. If you're on the person's back, you need to pull through straight through your teammate's arms. Both of those jobs, every second of regrabbing is equally, like, each player in the regrab, in the chain, is equally responsible. It's not easy, and it's going to take a lot of practice, and you're going to mess up a lot, but it's very important to understand that you can't just always blame the person in front, like, oh, you didn't grab me, because the person in the back needs to pull through properly and give them the regrab, otherwise it'll never work. Yeah, I guess I'll just play that clip one more time, and then I'll play, you know, I guess a little blooper. That's my beginner's tips and tricks. I don't want to make this video too long. I will make a more advanced tips and tricks video, you know, about how working with a team, what the blocks are called, how to do offense against the chain defense, how to even work against the chain offense, how to get past your man, all these types of things I'm really looking forward to do. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I guess I'll play the blooper here.
You can put it on your wall, Dylan. So.
Hey Llama, can you just regrab once? I just gotta do it for a video. Just alright, I'm gonna grab you, okay. Alright, we're going.
Strem, I'll do it.
Okay, I'll do it now. Quick. Strem, it's okay.
Hey, good job.